Hello and welcome. It's Kristen from Life of Crafting, and I'm going to do a little organizational video today. In case you're not aware, I am like new to Copic markering. Pretty much any coloring, it just does not in my wheelhouse. So I've been slowly learning, and I saw, let me back up. For me, coloring, I'm very visual as to the color. I talk in my cardstock video about needing things like in a rainbow color. And I like looking at these. I understand there's like the poster with the octagon shapes and stuff on it. But to me, that's very difficult to look at something in one thing together. Like, I like to be able to kind of mix and match, see why, let's say, like the 24 is different from the 27, and having this little thing on it just doesn't work for me. So I forget whose video I saw on YouTube that was talking about this Waffle Flower swatch tag, which I used and I show in the cardstock video. But what I really like about this product is that they came out with this, and I believe there's more than just this one. They came out with this thing called color combos, and what's great is this die like fits in that opening that they had there. Now for me, that's the only one I've used, but they do have other ones and other configurations, and this may not be a bad idea, and I may do that down the road. Like, for instance, if I want just a good red combination for, let's say, like my holiday and my Santa Claus, that may be something that's good for me to do, like one of these, like 3 type of things to show the 3 different colors that would make up all the shading in that. I'm sure there's a million other things that people have used these for. I think, like I said, that they would be good if you wanted to keep some kind of record of your typical combinations. I haven't gotten that far yet. But what I have done is, I also need the swatch stuff because I want to see the actual color, not a representation of the color that, you know, would be on some of these other printed types of materials. So what I did was, I do use the Copic Marker phone app. If you don't have that, I highly recommend it because it's great for when I've been out shopping and it lets me know what I have or what I don't have. So one of the things I want to get started in on my channel is having regular coloring videos. And I realized that there was regular colors that I use consistently. So I did go on to Scrapbook Pal, and I found that they had the best prices for the markers and the refills. I do recommend the Dick Blick website or the stores if you're able to go in there. The only difference to me was they were offering a better shipping special at the time, so for me to get these was cheaper. So I just went in, again, I haven't been doing this very long, but I don't think it takes you very long to realize that some of the most popular colors for red are like the 46, the 29, this BG11 seems to be used a lot, the YG23. I love these 3 colors for doing gingerbreads, the E13, E15, E33. There is another one I use a lot, but I had already bought the refill on that. And then these 2, the 99 I used completely. I like that color in green. And the YR18 I bought, and when I went to swatch it out, it was completely empty. So I had to get these in so I could do some replenishing of things that are already empty. Believe I had more than that that was in need of refilling. So how I decided to keep my stuff was I have this tin bucket that came from one of my manufacturers with product in it. It's like one of the things you would put like on a counter in a retail store, but again, I'm online only, so I didn't need this to be used in that capacity. But it seems to work good for me at the moment. I do have a second one. I actually have one I've used in a bathroom just to put an extra roll of toilet paper in. So I'm loving these. I'm sure they sell, I know I've seen things like this at Hobby Lobby, but I do put them in there. Right now I am standing them up. I know some people talk about putting them so that they're horizontal to keep the ink on the tips. I haven't experienced that, but I do just put a rubber band around them and keep them in the families that the Copic markers have designated with, like the Y, the YRs, that type of thing. So I find that to me, it's just as easier because I can relate back to the stuff because of their symbols and stuff. So I went and I just cut a bunch of the backers in white, and then I cut a bunch of these little tiny little papers, and you know, as I was getting markers or that type of thing, I would just be able to have the extras in the backup. So I was able to go through, I used some scrapbook tape that's double-sided and removable. And the reason I'm doing that is this is going to give me that opportunity. If I want to see how something's going to look on a project, I can take it off and I can hold it up to my project. I can put it back when I'm done. You know, as I get colors, I can expand on that. As a matter of fact, some reason, somehow, I misplaced my YR23, so I had to make room for it, and that's why I had the YR27 out. So it's going to allow me to be able to pick these up and move these down as I buy them. If I actually glued them down, I wouldn't have a capacity to change anything. They would have to kind of stay in the order that I had, you know, put them on there at. But being that this is removable, you know, I can do that. And then if the tape doesn't get sticky, I can just put another piece of tape down on top of it, or it should peel up and allow me to put another one down. I also like that I can actually see, if you go on Copic, they'll tell you the explanation as to what the different numbers mean. I do know that the secondary number, the lower the number, the lower the gray is in the color. And it's amazing. I like seeing them in that ombre effect. You know, and it's nice to kind of get a feel, again, for how I want to do my coloring. Like, how do I want them to be interspersed as far as shading or something like that. So this is my method. The other lady had done like some written like typing on here, and I'm like, I'm not that sophisticated. It'd be nice, but truthfully, I'm just not that that together. I guess I don't even know how you would honestly do that. I mean, I don't have a typewriter, and I don't know how she did it. Maybe her writing's just really that perfect, and I thought it was typewritten. I don't know, but like I said, I just wrote it on here with a ballpoint pen. I didn't want to do anything like Sharpie or anything because I was afraid it would maybe separate because of these having the alcohol in them. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But you know, I just put these in their alphabetical order. I didn't do this in the order of the rainbow because, you know, they do have, like, you got B and then you got BG, so it's kind of like, how does that fit in the rainbow? So I just left them alphabetically. And then I have a jump ring that I will put these on. And again, I can hang this, you know, I'm planning to hang this on the end of my bookcase over there. I could actually probably hang them on the side of my bucket, probably. Or I can just, like, put it in there. So this is how I organize my my Copic markers for now. As you can see, I probably have, I don't know, maybe 60 of them, if I had to guess. And I think there's like a total of like 300, and I don't know that I'll ever be getting that many. My method of choosing how to get started was, there was a project in Nicole Spores that I really liked, and I bought markers to that project. And then there was a project that Christina Warner had that was my first project, and I'm uploading that video very soon. And some of the videos that some of the stuff from Nicole Spores was in Christina Warner. So I added in with what was for that. And then, you know, like you start realizing that, you know, like I needed like a lighter pink because I was doing like Starburst candies and I needed a pink and it wasn't pink enough. So then, you know, you just kind of fill in that way. And, you know, before you know it, you're like me and you're sitting here with this crazy amount of markers. So that is my organization. I hope you find some inspiration from this. I'd appreciate a thumbs up if you did get some enjoyment out of, you know, understanding how I do some organization. And there is definitely an appreciation if you would subscribe down below. I'm trying to build my channel, and subscribing to me is probably the highest honor that you could pay me. I would really, really appreciate it. So bye for now, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.